Hey, welcome to my channel researchers. In today's video, we are going to discuss about various tips by which you can get your papers published in index journals such as Scopus, ABDC, SCI, SCI or ESCI, right? As there's always a requirement for getting a paper published in PhD, say 1 or 2 papers published in the index journals, and the researchers often face problem in getting their papers published, right? So the very first step is that you try to focus on journals that has issues of say more than 10 to 12 issues, right? So if the journals have issues of more than 10 to 12 issues, try to focus on those journals. And these journals, say if I'm working in the context of finance and management, so there are journals such as managerial finance that has 12 issues, management decisions that again has 10 to 12 issues. You can focus on that because journals with more and more number of issues have more acceptability rate than the journals that are usually biannual or quarterly, right? So the next tip is that you try to focus on journals with special issue. For example, if I share you my experience, I was working on the topic that is financial literacy, and there was a special issue by managerial finance on financial literacy. So I sent my paper in that, and that got easily accepted. So whenever you are working on any topic, try to find out the journals with the special issues and focus on that, because again that has more chances of getting your papers published than the usual issues. Alright? Okay, now the third tip is that you focus on the conferences. Nowadays, number of conferences are being held by various universities or institutes. What they do is that they invite the papers and they are linked with the journals, with reputed journals that are indexed in Scopus or SCI, etc. So you try to write a good paper, that is a worthy paper that can be accepted in the conferences, and further it can go for the review in different journals, right? Now for this, when you send your paper for the conference, do remember for every conference there are minimum 100 to 200 papers that are being accepted. So write your paper very thoroughly according to the requirement of the journals that are being linked with that conference. Okay, now the fourth tip for you guys is that affiliations. Affiliations play a great role in getting your papers published, research papers published. Say if I'm sitting in India and I get connected to somebody in US or UK, if I have some links, if I get connected with those people, I can write a paper with them. So what the first impression goes to the editor is that that research has been conducted in India as well as US, right? Besides that, he also has an impression that this paper is of good research. Why? Because these authors come from the reputed institutions and they are working on the good research, right? To try to affiliate yourself or connect or collaborate with other researchers from reputed institutions. And the final thing is that you try to use novelty in your paper. Try to bring something new in your paper. Say you can use modern techniques. Modern techniques is like that. Earlier we were using the quantitative technique for collecting the data, but nowadays qualitative data is being used. So this is the novelty that you can bring in your research, right? Besides that, you can use the new say tools for data analysis. Data is going on, or R is going on. Use new techniques also. Don't go for simple correlation and regression. You can go for the say logic models. You can go for the orbit models or probit models, and besides that, factor analysis. So there are number of techniques that you can follow. Try to bring out some novelty in your methodology as well. So that is it for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed enjoyed and learned something, and you will try to write a good research paper, and you will be able to publish also. And if you have any query, you can contact me. You can comment in the comment section. I will surely reply to you guys. Thank you.